All month long, Queen City News has celebrated Pride Month, bringing you stories about the triumphs and hurdles still facing the LGBTQ plus community. Tonight, Queen City News reporter Shakira Speaks explores something many of us may take for granted: finding a health provider.
For most people, making a doctor's appointment is an easy task, but for others, finding a relatable provider can be challenging.
I, in particular, wanted a therapist who identified as Black, cisgender male, and a member of the LGBTQ community. Now, people in the counseling field will tell you that you're looking for a unicorn at that point, and I did not realize that.
When LGBTQ plus people are part of other marginalized groups, like people of color or being disabled, it becomes that much harder to find an accessible, non-biased provider.
In talking to some of our friends, we found out that they too were interested in that same type of health network, but could not find it.
For Mel and Frankie Johnson Norwood, that intersectionality was important.
When you feel that mental health and just having counseling is important, you want someone that understands us, because sometimes, they can try to empathize, but until you walk in my shoes and put on their skin, you don't know what it is to be a Black gay male in society.
Mental health counselor Heather Tidwell says having a relatable mental and physical health network aids in immediate connection and raises the level of vulnerability, paving the way for better care.
When I have somebody from that community reach out to me, I want to make sure, one, I'm acknowledging them and I'm affirming them and just letting them know, thank you so much for giving me a call. I know this could be a really difficult step.
In 2016, the National Institute on Minority Health and Health Disparities identified the LGBTQ plus community as a, quote, health disparity population, end quote, due in part to lowered health care access.
Evidence suggests that around 30 to 40% of LGBTQ patients in the past year have experienced some sort of discrimination in the health system based on their sexual orientation or gender identity.
That disparity pushed Dr. Kramer McCullen specifically into LGBTQ plus medicine. He's the medical director of LGBTQ plus services at Novant Health and also focuses on trans health. Growing up in Charlotte, McCullen often found himself educating his doctors about his health needs.
If we're talking about gay men in particular, for example, we know there are higher rates of HIV in the community. And this day and age, there are a lot of medical treatments and medical prevention options for patients to try to prevent people from getting infected with HIV or other sexually transmitted infections.
Within the past decade, 3 new HIV prevention medications called PrEP have hit the market. But many doctors aren't knowledgeable or don't feel comfortable prescribing it. As an LGBTQ plus specialist, McCullen can manage the care for those patients. The 2023 monkeypox epidemic is an example of why a suitable health network is important.
There was a lot of effort in larger cities and coordinating with the health departments to make sure that people who qualified for the vaccine were able to get it and people that needed treatment were able to get to care quickly. And I think that's why we saw the infection rates curb so quickly.
That was very beneficial, having a primary care provider who understood why we needed it. And again, that's even that relationship where I could be honest with my healthcare provider and say, hey, I'm traveling to this event, and this is what the event will look like. And because of that, I want to make sure that I'm protected.
Mel is 1 semester away from finishing a master's degree in rehabilitation and clinical mental health counseling. By December, he'll be the unicorn he was once looking for.
I know that many of us are still coping with and trying to adapt to this world that we live in. And there are a number of things that we need to unpack as members of the LGBTQ community.
Shakira Speaks, Queen City News.